I released a video a couple of days ago, 2 days ago, about how Halloween is pretty much being cancelled in China.
Yes.
So we wanted to show you.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, let's take a look. And we wanted to show you a scene. We wanted to go through this with you, okay? This, by the way, is in a park.
Okay.
Okay. So what happened was, in Shanghai, there were big Halloween celebrations. People went out. Young people got dressed up. They went out because, you know, they want to celebrate, just like everywhere else in the world. And so they all went to the streets of Shanghai, into the popular areas, and the police came out in force, and they pretty much herded them all into this one park.
Did they herd them and then hurt them?
They didn't hurt them. They arrested a lot of people.
Maybe, you don't know.
Oh, yeah. Anyway, so they thought they were immune in this park. Obviously not. But let's see what happens here.
They're just having fun.
Okay, so before I even continue, the guy's got a boombox in his hand, but he's obviously not playing any music because you can't hear it.
What is he?
He's just like a cockroach.
Oh, okay. Singing an old song. So it's just people hanging out having fun.
Yeah, they are. But look who's coming on the scene.
Uh-oh.
So he takes the boombox away, which isn't even on, by the way. There's no music blaring.
No, there's not.
They're just singing by mouth, you know? And it's like shoos them off and takes them away. Actually takes them away. So, okay, I just want to go back to that first
We have a
scene.
lot of Halloween arrests, so don't worry. It's not the only one.
Yes, but there's a reason I want to talk about this particular one. Why do you think they would arrest a guy in a cockroach outfit that's singing with the crowd?
Why? Because it's too popular and too many people are gathering around.
It's because of the crowd.
Yeah.
China and, well, the Chinese government is just scared of crowds, petrified of crowds. They are so afraid. And this happened to me in Shenzhen. I was in an urban village and I was out walking, having a couple of beers, and I noticed a homeless guy, you know, sitting there all sad and whatever. It was Friday night. This is a long time ago, just 2006 when I was first in Shenzhen. So I was like, oh, what? You know, it's Friday night. Everybody should be having a good time. So I bought a couple of beers and I bought some street barbecue and I sat down with the beggar and I was like sharing food and beer with him. And we were drinking and having a laugh together. Even we couldn't speak each other's language. And a massive crowd like this formed around us, like instantly, like a flash mob. They just, because it was a curiosity.
Yeah.
They were like, they'd never seen a foreigner sitting with a beggar before and they just ignore
Or
the beggars.
anyone.
Yeah, or anyone, yeah. So they wanted to know what's going on.
Yeah.
And they surrounded us, they're watching us, and we're just whatever, they're taking photos of us and stuff. And then suddenly the police came and busted through like it was a huge thing. A bunch of cops, obviously, that were patrolling the area, they came and they like parted the crowds. They're like, what's going on?
Moses the Red Sea.
Yeah, exactly. They came in there, they saw it's just me and a beggar, and they were like, oh, okay. And then they didn't know what to do, so they left. But it's this idea of a crowd gathering that they're so afraid of. Because if the people ever get riled up against the government, if they ever get like organized, that's when they're in trouble.
Yeah,
so
that's
that's
right.
why it's actually illegal to hold public gatherings in
is.
China.
Correct.
So they were obviously, well, this guy dancing is the reason why everyone's standing around. So let's get rid of the cause of the problem.
I do.
Yeah.
Like, come with me, cockroach.
Yeah. Let's get out of here. Now, I have a question.
Yeah, this is for the audience. You guys need to help us figure out what this is.
Yeah, what are these guys dressed as?
Yeah.
Let's take a
It's
look.
like rolls of...
Rolls of fabric, maybe?
Yeah.
Or like some...
That's not allowed.
What are they dressed as?
I
Seriously.
can't believe they're arresting people for celebrating Halloween.
Yeah.
And just by existing.
Yeah. What is that, though?
Yeah, we need to know.
Anyway, listen
What do you
to...
guys think in the chat?
Yeah, listen to the police because they're serious.
Oh, they busted him. I mean, why?
Yeah, they're getting
Tell
them
us
out of
what
there.
it is.
Also, can you notice that the one cop has someone's
Silk
wolf-
Road?
Yeah, Silk
Tin
Road.
foil? Gift wrap? Gold
Yeah.
and silver?
It's kind of interesting. But look at the one cop's got a Wolverine mask in his hand as well. Now, apparently...
Oh, no.
Yeah, no, they were
Ripped
like...
it right off his face.
They ripped it off. Well, it wasn't from them.
No,
It
I
was
know.
from someone else. Apparently, they were not letting anyone wear any masks or anything when they left the park. Because what happened was, of course, they basically harassed and arbitrarily arrested a whole lot of people in costume. We'll show you a bit more in a minute. And then most of the party goers ended up in the park, okay, where they were kind of unmolested, but they were still, as you saw, the cockroach guy, that they still were like messed with. But when they left the park, they were only allowed to leave if they took off their headwear, so if they had masks or anything like that. So they weren't allowed to leave until they did that. And I mean, I don't know why. Maybe they were worried about the facial recognition software.
That was my theory.
Not working, yeah. Either way, they weren't allowed to get on the subway or go home or do anything if they still had their masks and that kind of thing on, which is horrible. You know, it's just, come on, they're having a party, you know?
For those of you wondering, by the way, there is the whole thing about like, I think theoretically the messing with the facial recognition technology and not being able to identify people, which they don't like. They need to be able to identify everyone at all times because of the white paper protests, because of the Hong Kong protests, all that kind of stuff. My other theory is that it's a Western holiday and you're not allowed to do Western things. In Shanghai, they're especially trying, remember during COVID, like zero COVID lockdowns and stuff, they really punished Shanghai because Shanghai is the last bastion of like non-communist areas of China. Even it's fully under communist rule, but the people don't gel or identify with like the communists.
Yeah, they always see themselves as different. And like
they're
I said,
international city, right?
What I said in my video, if you want to learn more about this, I do have a video on my channel, but you know, Shanghai is kind of like Texas. It wants to be a different country. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It kind of is, but it's not.
It's its own thing.
Yeah, it's its own thing. And the Shanghai people, they do think that they're more sophisticated and better than anyone else. Yeah,
and they do. They better English and they travel
it is
more.
True.
And,
like as far as being sophisticated and international anyway, they're not better than anyone, but they're more sophisticated.
But they're more worldly.
Yes, exactly.
You know?
Yeah.
They're just arresting people in costume. If you're in costume, bye-bye.
Yeah. It seems quite arbitrary though, because
it is.
They were just arresting
random
people in costume and chasing after people. And for instance, they arrested Spider-Man. And why?
You know what his name should be?
What?
Shibai man.
Yes.
Failure man.
Can you?
Shibai means to fail.
Yes, so if he's Shibai man. Somebody's got to come up with a thing for that. Failure man. Yeah,
it's like an awkward like Spider-Man.
Yeah, just
getting
fails
taken
all the
away
time.
by the cops.
Yeah. You can see there he got handed over to the police to be taken away.
Imagine going to Party City.
Yes.
And you buy it's like a $10. Well, in this inflation, $30 Shibai man costume.
Yes.
And you go out to a party and you're wearing like the most standard Spider-Man costume.
Yeah, it's
and
not
you
even
get arrested.
special. Yeah, you get arrested or taken away for wearing a Spider-Man costume. Now, this is back in the park, okay? This Zhongshan Park.
Sad.
It's ridiculous. So now remember, everybody's kind of been banished and herded into this park to do this Halloween celebrations. This guy's got that want, you know, that silly, like that very sweet milk. You know, it's called want.
It has a Chinese name.
Yeah, but the English is want. So he's wearing a want onesie or something.
It's actually from Taiwan.
Yeah, and look, he's doing...
But that has nothing to do with it. This is popular in China.
Yeah, exactly. Everybody has it. All the kids love it. So he's wearing a want onesie or something, and he's doing like a failure of a breakdance here.
He's doing a Shibai man dance.
Yeah, and look, they're like, nope. And see, that's the Zhongshan Gongyuan security. They're like, nope.
Bye.
Nope, the hell out of here. But they set up, as you can see... at all the subway stations, they're screening to make sure nobody goes in
costume.
Yeah, in costume, and they're being like,
dude, imagine this is insane because it looks like a normal international city, like on the surface, but it's run like Nazi Germany. This is Nazi Germany.
Look at the amount of police. It's no joke.
It's the Gestapo.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's really, really ridiculous. They had to employ so many hundreds, maybe even thousands of policemen were out in force to make sure that people didn't have a good time. These are the fun police.
Yes. Yes. It reminds me of East Berlin or whatever, like the stark difference, you know, like people's lives were monitored and controlled at all times by the police.
Yeah, it's no good. This guy's like, Chinese people don't have human rights. He's like, you know, arguing with them.
He says that.
Yeah. My question to you is, what do you think is going to happen to him?
Well, he certainly lost all human rights when the moment he said that.
Yeah. Do you think they're just going to be like, no, of course you do. Carry on with your night? You don't think they're going to do that? Sure.
No.
No? No?
No.
Okay, let's see.
Just wants people to have fun.
Oh, they're taking him away.
So a man says Chinese people don't have human rights. It's a rhetorical question.
Yeah.
Then they arrest him for that.
Yes, they take him away.
It's so bad. It's beyond even like Russia or whatever. It's like you can't even say, "Do we have human rights?" No, you're done,
No.
dude. I mean, this is bad PR, by the way.
Sure.
Don't you think it would be better? Because China's trying to repair its international image. You got travel vloggers all over the country right now that they're getting incentivized to come over, or just making it easier for them to film there.
Yep.
And they're setting up Potemkin situations for all of them, right?
Yeah, like, look how amazing it is.
Look how amazing. It's so free. And then this stuff happens, and those people don't talk about that, and they're existing in the same time and space. But it's so dystopian.
It is.
You know?
Yeah. Here they're confiscating people's costumes and taking down posters at shops, and people are just in costume.
They're harassing.
They're Yeah. Now this, by the way, this is even more recent. This is in Wuhan.
Okay.
So. Batman in Wuhan. I wonder why they'd stop him. Anyway, listen. Could he perhaps be the progenitor of a new? Anyway, did they find him in a cave? Are they sampling his, cleavage, whatever, cleavage sites? Cleavage sites. You know what I mean?
Checking his viral load.
Yes, exactly. Checking his viral load and cleavage sites.
All right. That's enough.
So first of all, Batman, you moron. You are about to kill yourself with your cape getting tangled up in your wheel.
I was about to say, if he gets in trouble here, they're actually doing him a favor because he can die.
You can.
This.
Let's take a look.
But poor Batman.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty badass, I'd say.
It's badass.
He's cool. He got a good costume. He's very dumb with his cape, though, because...
You will die.
If he didn't have that rear mud guard on there, that would have just been sucked in there. It doesn't matter.
Done. That can still happen.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, snap.
Yeah. Poor Batman.
Oh, man.
You know what needs to happen, though?
What?
He needs a rescue.
He does.
Okay,
He does.
Here we go. He needs a rescue.
We must rescue Batman! Avengers assemble!
Look. Black Widow over there.
Yeah. I think the Avengers will come and save him. Don't worry.
Yeah, I think he'll be rescued.
He'll be rescued.
I don't know. I don't know if these particular Avengers have the powers to do such a thing.
Yes, I think they're just having trouble existing, to be honest. Something like that. Oh, thank you for my Wumao.
China!
Fire! Whoa! Jesus. Is that?
It's just
It's actually nauseating.
Fight!
Okay. Whoa, here we go. Oh man!
For how
Comes
long?
in with a big chop and a big right and a left hook.
It's like,
Why? This thing sucks.
Can almost see it. When I take a breath, you fill up my life.